Hey, so all those Harley guys that I seen back there, here they all come. Oh man, if I'd have known, I'd have taken off faster. Not that I'm invited to ride with them. That's not all of them by no means. There's a whole bunch of them down there. That's pretty cool, huh? So how's that for a goodbye and a hello? I literally had just enough time to turn the remote off, and I hear a herd of them coming, so I turned the remote back on. And you know, it's showing the normal info there, my record time and battery status and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's 4 of them there. But see the vest and stuff they're wearing? That's pretty cool. Probably either just a bunch of friends or part of some club or chapter, or who knows. Nobody knows. I'm trying to look out there to the side and see if I can get you a good view of the old cowlets down there. We're entering into the Lexington mode here, which I don't think Lexington's actually its own city. I think it's just the maybe it is. I don't think so. I think it's just part of well, hell, is that part of Kelso? Is that part of Longview? I think it's part of Kelso. I have no idea. Maybe Lexington's its own city. I don't think it is. Well, they got a nice huge park out here that's quite popular. And what the hell, it's just around the corner here. I'll let you see that. Make because I'd already been talking like 23 minutes or something. That's already one whole vlog, if it's even worth a whole vlog. Make this a part 2 or an addition to, or maybe nothing at all. Now, it's a beautiful view of the cowlets right there, but they built this dike to protect the houses and stuff out here. It looks like in the mix up there, I'm seeing bags that's looking like a Road King Classic. The farthest bike back on the right. But who knows? I mean, somebody could have put bags on it. Land for sale. Boy, you can imagine that land's worth some money, because all these areas are growing. Yeah, I would say it's most likely a Road King. Must be an old biker or a current biker. But right off to our left here is Riverside Park. As you can see, it's always popular. I'm trying to point you there and look down the road straight ahead of me at the same time. Cowlets 2 Fire and Rescue. And this is the other end of the park. And it goes deep. It goes all the way back to the river back there. I've had a few birthday parties. I've taken quite a few senior pictures out there when I was full-fledged into the photog business. And you do something with that site. That site pretty much hasn't been touched. It's like, oh, well, actually since about 03. From there, I think I added some racing pictures and stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, the Outsiders is what they are. They all waved when I went past them down at the river, and they all waved when they came by, so they're a friendly foe. I have, let's see where that sun's at. If I'm pointing you in the sun, this polarizer filter, it's one drawback to the polarizer filter. It does not like being in the sun. or getting, it may be, it's pretty much straight up now, but it'll, if you get the glare from it, it washes the lids out really bad. If I look that way, it's probably working pretty good. There's the cow that's down there. I was right there on that other side, right there on the iron, the day before yesterday. That's where I looped around and stuffed that stupid curb feeler on the foot peg into the ground. Tossed it right in there. Wow, that river is low. Look at all the sandbars out there. And that is all from Mount St. Helens, every bit of that. An old Springer. I don't know what you guys think. I just don't like the look of those things. And the couple I've ridden, they handled weird. I didn't like the way they handled either. But they're quite exotic and fancy. I just I don't think I'd spend the money for one of them. And especially considering the like of it, just, I don't know, just a look that I don't like. I like the really old stuff from like the old Harleys and stuff like that had those type of front ends, but you know, that's a different look. These newer style ones that people put on there just have a different look. There's a blue herring. So I lived up on this second peak here, the largest one you see there. I lived up on the back, just on the back side of that. It's where my parents' house was. Man, tell you what, being up there, you sure got a lot of snow. Man, I don't know how often we'd have snow up there for months and be nothing. And it never even did snow. It'd be just raining down here. You wouldn't think that, you know, 1,200 feet would make that much of a difference, but I'm here to tell you, it's huge. Especially when the magic number around here is about 500 feet. If you're 500 feet or above around here, you're going to get snow. It may not stick, you know, once you get to that 800 and 1,000 mark, it sticks. It sticks and stays. So this is entering this bridge here. The first one, this used to be considered the new bridge. And there was an old drawbridge that was on the other side of it. And if you guys look at the history of bridges in Longview, where that old bridge is, the old drawbridge, they call it something so where the center lifts up. I know it's not a drawbridge, they call it something else. And anyway, they had a couple of bridges that were built that I think one caught on fire and then one collapsed. And then they built that one, and then as this town got bigger, they built this one. I think this was built in the 50s or 60s. And we used to call this the new bridge or the big bridge. And the old one was on this side of where the truly is a new one. This one was built in 2000. Actually, I think it was completed in 99. But where I'm right now is where the road used to be for the old bridge. This is Allen Street. And I was telling you guys about the Cowlitz County Courthouse at some point. I don't remember why I was talking about that. Oh, from the Cowlitz County Sheriff that pulled me all over like he was a stater going down the freeway. Usually sheriffs and city police don't mess with you on the freeway. But this one did. But that's the courthouse right there. Here we got ourselves a Honda 750 Shadow. Which model, I couldn't tell you. There's a juvenile facility that was built here not too long ago. So my youngest of two daughters and my second of four, used to live. There isn't a Broadway that goes through here, but she lived on Broadway and 10th up here. Broadway's be somewhere about in the middle of this left-hand turn is where Broadway would be, a few blocks up. In fact, I think you can see the backside of the hospital. Yeah, it's right in here. Broadway is straight back on the backside of those trees. But anyway, you got to go up here and go up, loop around to get to her. Anyway, besides telling you where she lives, don't bother stalking her because she don't live there no more. My oldest son and my third of 4 children is living with them, and they just got a big place way out on Ocean Beach Highway a ways, and I guess my son was staying in the living room or whatever. They didn't have enough bedrooms for him, but he paid his part of the rent and all that stuff, and they all get along. And her fiance and my son work at the same place. I think they work completely different shifts, but anyway, they work at the same place. Anyway, they got a new place. It's bigger. Everybody's got bedrooms and much nicer area. I haven't seen the place. They literally just got in there, I think, day before yesterday. And anyway, there was something else I was going to tell you about that. I don't remember what the hell. Oh God, yeah. How can I forget this? Speaking of my youngest of 2, second of 4. On the 12th of this month, she's going to have another son, and I'm going to have yet another grandchild. That'll be grandchild number 4. So at the moment, the 4 grandchildren, they're ranging from about, I think he's almost 11, from 11 to, at the moment, nothing as far as a birth date. But on the 12th, I'm going to be a grandfather again. My oldest daughter, at the moment, she's got the oldest and youngest, and she has the oldest is a boy, and I can go straight here. I was about to say, I seen the right turn thing. The straight one was kind of worn thin. But my youngest daughter, she was really hoping to have a girl as well. And they had their fingers crossed, but tests finally showed that she's having another beau. Tell her not to do like we did. You know, we had 2 girls and wanted a boy. And finally had a boy, and next thing you know, another boy came. And after the 4th one, Kelly says, no more. Apparently we were a very, very fertile couple, so she had her tubes tied after Ryan was born. Life's little stories. In fact, my youngest, Ryan, I'm about to see here in just a minute because he's the one I'm grabbing the tool for. I'll leave you hanging on here for a second as we buzz in there. I haven't been talking too terribly long. And let's see what the hell he's got going on with this truck. Well, these old Road Kings, they sure have a shake to them when you're sitting still. Even though that motor is dancing around in there like crazy. Would hardly, they changed how the rubber motor mounts and their arms and everything attach, and they absorb a lot more. They don't shake quite as much. That don't bother me a bit. As soon as you get rolling down the road, it all goes away. You just feel a soft rumble once you're off idle. But it makes, Harley haters and stuff, they'll look and see that motor shaking and the bar is shaking, and Doesn't it just fall apart going down the road? No. Before you hate something, you should probably know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, there's an old XR in the back of that Nissan over there. Yeah, might even be an old 500. Let's go see what my boy is up to. There's my little Eli mint. Well, I won't be driving in. Maybe I will. I'll just dive on through here and piss him off. There's this Ford way back there. They moved the service across the street, and then I guess it wasn't coded or zoned right or whatever, so we're back over here. Look at this. What does he got? So what are you working on here, Ryan? Got yourself a Road King you're working on. I'm just about due for a rear tire myself. Metzler's he's putting on. This is a newer one. She's a 6-speed. Yeah, see how the motor mounts and stuff are different than they are on mine. He's got himself a little bat wing mounted up there. It's even quick release too. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, it looks like it's a Memphis shade, so this one's a 96-incher. This one's got some real horsepower. Bags haven't changed. Same exact bags. I'd look at that RO, see what year it is, but I don't want to divulge a customer's info. If you're wondering what it looks like when we take a tire off a Road King, there you be. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce. Hey, the best one, eh? What is that? I'm gonna stop you.